Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Here we go. Boom. Man, had a great weekend in New York. Hanging out with my son, man. Getting back to the things that make me happy. Getting back to the things that make me happy in 2020, man. Are you getting back to the things that make you happy? Bobblehead is being happy. Does that look like me or what? Sorry, I'm a little late, man. What's up, Christine? How you doing, Condon? What's up, my girl? Great top of the morning to you. I'm excited, man. I'm gonna be going to New York every other week to go train, man, and help my son build that business that he's doing. He's doing an amazing job. I'm super proud of him because he is true to himself. You gotta be true to yourself. That is your superpower. Put yourself on, man. It's your superpower. But before we get started, man, we gotta get those juices flowing. Pump it up. Let's go. Good morning. Happy Monday. What's up, Jeffilla? Who's gonna put on their superpower today and be authentically themselves? That's all it takes. Be you. All right, party people. We gotta get this started. I am so happy to be here, man. I wasn't gonna, I was gonna do it later, but I keep saying 8 o'clock. I gotta follow. I gotta be authentic to myself and keep showing up no matter what's going on. Driving from New York last night was crazy. Tired. I had to let my daughter drive, which was crazy. She's 16 years old, but I was sitting next to her. She did a great job when we got home. She was super excited to be able to do that. What's up, Mariana? How you doing? I want you to think about this. Let's talk about this real quick. What things can you do to separate yourself from other people? Let me see if you have any opinions. Just give me something you think can separate you. Name one thing. Anybody out there? Anybody want to name something that you can do to separate yourself from anybody else, right? And whatever it is that you're doing, right? How about wake up earlier? If you're doing something that that you need a lot of time and things to actually get done, wake up earlier, right? Be the first person to show up. Stay later at your job, get there before everybody else. If you're working out there in the business world, you want to get up earlier, right? You want to get there earlier. You want to stay later. You want to work harder, right? Work harder. What else can you do to separate yourself from everybody else? Nobody has anything to say? Nobody? Well, to me is, how about being accountable? Like when you say you're going to do some important thing is to be yourself. Who else can be you? The biggest thing you can... Here we go. I'm back. I'm personal development. Yeah, that's great. Great one there, Christine. Personal development. But being yourself, that is the biggest thing that separates you from anyone else. There's only one you. What's up, Annette? How are you? Good to see you up here. All right? You have to, so stop trying to be something else. So many people out there that want to be gangsters when they're not. You grew up in the suburbs. Do that. Share your life as that you went to college, that you had two parents, and yet we still mess up. Your story is good enough. You don't need to go hijack some other story to improve yourself, because now you're living a life that's not true to yourself and it's not authentic. Of course, you're not going to be able to really pretend to be something that you're not when you could actually be who you are meant to be. Stop trying to be a pretend you. because you're gonna be broken. They'll try to say you're hard, that you've had hard times. Well, maybe you have hard times, but it wasn't that you lived in the street, or it wasn't that you grew up, in a bad, environment. Sometimes we have a hard time because when things are great for us, we still do things that, we take things for granted, and we don't have that struggle, and and it ends up, before you know it, your parents might pass away and everything. Now you're left alone and you don't have the skill sets, right? But there's always a story that we have, right? That could be amazing for somebody else out there. You have to share your stories. You want to help other people live healthy lives and be better. Share your story. Sometimes your story is the only Bible that some other people will ever read, right? Your truth will set you apart. Being comfortable, being you, will set you apart. That is the biggest thing that you can do to separate yourself. Ooh, my battery's about to die. I got to get through this. All right, you need to love your life. Be comfortable. If you're broke, say you're broke. If you have money but you don't know how to, you don't know how to use it, say that. Don't forget who you are, where you come from. All right? Like I said, your story might be the only Bible that some other people might read, right? You have to fight for what you want. We don't always get it, right? We don't always get what you want, but you got to fight for it. You have to, don't try to be perfect. But if you're a real man, if you're a real woman, we try. Real men, real women, we get up and we try. You have to have the will. You don't need to have a business card. So many people want these things. Let me get this business card to tell people who I am, right? That you don't need to have that. You don't need to have a business card. You just need to be authentic of who you are, and your brand comes through. People will know who you are. If you're sharing, if you're caring, if you're showing up every single day, if you're doing the things that you need to do, people will know who you are. Your truth shall set you free. The truth, being who you are, authentic, right, shall set you free. Stay true to who you are. That is so key. Just be who you are meant to be. That's who the 2%ers are. That's what they do. They are true. They stay focused on who they are. They don't try to be somebody else. They don't waste time trying to create a story when you have a story that will help and support other people and yourself. 2%ers, they live on their own terms. They don't care what other people think. All their energy goes to who they are. They live it hard. They're disciplined, right? They make a plan and they follow it. They have freedom. They have time. They have lots of time. Unless you're self-employed, I had to work my butt off all the time. I had to show up. But I had the time. I could pick my time. I could work later on. I could work in the morning. I could do whatever I want. We do what we want, us 2%ers, right? Because we are who we are. They're super creative. 2%.